Jujutsu Kaisen's first season was an instant global hit. Its success could be attributed to many different elements: a great story, excellent animation courtesy to the studio MAPPA, and some of the best well-written characters in recent anime. A cast of great characters is needed for every good shonen story, of course. But what sets Jujutsu Kaisen apart in this regard is, in part, the equal treatment its female and the male cast members are receiving. The women of Jujutsu Kaisen's first season are complex, memorable, and fully fleshed out characters, with goals that are solely of their own. This is important to note because many times female characters in shonen animes are written only as a means to further a male character's development, often weak-willed and objectified as an attempt at cheap humor too. There's none of this in Jujutsu Kaisen. The female characters are just as powerful as everyone else and play an equally important part in the story as their male counterparts. Out of the show's impressive female cast, here are the 4 of the standouts from the first season. First is the Maki Zenin. There have been plenty of underdog stories in the anime, but Maki Zenin definitely ranks among the best of them. Maki has an intimidating personality. She is very assertive, but that's just because she has to be that way since childhood. She cares very much about her friends' well-being and does her best to make sure that they all get stronger. In the world of Jujutsu sorcery, the amount of cursed energy one possesses could very well determine whether or not they will survive an encounter with a foe. Maki has no cursed energy of her own, but she's proven that she is skilled enough to be classed with first-grade sorcerers regardless. Maki was born into the Zenin clan, one of the 3 greatest sorceress families in the Jujutsu world, and the clan famed for its wide influence, powerful members, and internal power-based discrimination. When the clan elders found that she has no cursed energy, they relegated both her and Mei, her twin, to a life of servitude. Dissatisfied with her a lot, Maki left the Zein clan, but not before swearing to the head that she would return one day to claim his position for herself. Shortly after the confrontation, she enrolls in Jujutsu High. The Zein clan didn't realize that Maki's lack of cursed energy was a part of heavenly pact that granted her superhuman physical abilities instead. Maki has greatest physical strength as a result, lightning quick reflexes, and after years of training, mastery of curse tool that is second to none. Maki's story and goals are not unlike the shonen blueprints for the male main character, the underdog who swears to be one day reach the peak of the society they have rejected from. Complex high-stakes stories are usually reserved for these male characters, but with Maki, Jujutsu Kaisen breathes a new life into the story that has been already told by flipping the gender roles. Although Maki is dead serious about becoming the head of her clan, she doesn't let the desire to consume her either. Her character is much more than just wanting to be the head of Zenin clan. Another character which we all love is Miwa Kasumi. Miwa Kasumi might be the most underrated female character in Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's partially her own fault. She frequently refers to herself as useless, even though her teammate sees her as far from it. Against Hanami, the special great curse spirit, Kamo remarked that he would breathe a little easier if Miwa was around. Despite her self-doubt, she can handle herself in a fight and is a kind and dependable friend to boot on. Miwa's backstory and reason for becoming a Jujutsu sorceress were a bit of mundane than some, but her motives are just as valid. She comes from a poor background and is therefore training to become a Jujutsu sorceress to earn money to support her family. Although Miwa is just as bubbly and excitable as any of the shonen waifus, those traits never interfere with her duties as a student or Jujutsu sorceress. She is a huge fan of Gojo Satoru, just like we all are, but that didn't stop her from reprimanding him for disrespecting her principal. When she and her classmates were ordered to assassinate Yuji, Miwa wasn't so sure it was the right decision to take. She hesitated a little in the moment of truth, but still attended a killing strike. Another character which we all love is Nobara Kogisaki. Kogisaki Nobara knows exactly who she is and refuses to compromise any part of herself for any reason. At first glance, she appears quite vain and self-centered, a cliched high school main girl who is obsessed with her physical appearance and incapable of empathy. It's only after warming up with Yuji and Fushiguro that she proves what a loyal friend and comrade she is. Nobara's motivation for becoming a Jujutsu sorceress is simple. She wants to live in Tokyo, and enrolling into the Jujutsu High was the easiest way to realize her dream. She harbors hopes of running into a childhood friend Saori in the city, but as she realizes it's a long shot, never actually pursued her. Nobara's reaction to hear his Maki's backstory in Jujutsu Kaisen was the first time she ever expressed anything close to admiration to anyone in the series apart from herself. She resolved to do her best in the exchange program and gave her teammate her version of gentle nudge to do the same. Her relationship with Maki is a simple but very welcome addition to the show. The two wholeheartedly embraced each other in the first glance with no forced rivalries between them. It's easier to do this when a series features many central female characters and not just some tokenistic few vyings on the top spot. A female mentor and student relationship is quite rare in shonen animes, but these two have a great dynamic that should only grow in the season to come. And these were the few female characters that we all admire into the Jujutsu Kaisen series. And that's why Jujutsu Kaisen is very unique from other shonen animes, because it shows how female characters are also important as much as the male characters. And that's why also Jujutsu Kaisen has some of the most best female characters or waifus we all have ever seen. What are your thoughts about Jujutsu Kaisen's female characters? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and also let me know that who is your favorite female character from Jujutsu Kaisen series. And I think we have come to the conclusion of this video. And that was for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, just don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news, theories and all sort of anime content on daily basis. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe. And that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.